Hi there, this is Derek from the library in the Forest Makerspace. Initially opening to the public in December of 2018, the Makerspace contains tools and technology that facilitate the creativity and innovation of our patrons. Since its inception 2 years ago, the space has hosted workshops, classes, and open labs for patrons of all ages. Whether it's 3D printing, making shirts and signage with our large format vinyl cutter, or utilizing our lighting kits and photography gear, the space has seen a lot of projects come through. Today, we're going to take a look back at some of the cool projects that have been made with Makerspace resources. Now, some of the earliest projects made here actually predate the Makerspace itself. The library was originally built with a small bistro at one end, and that area is what ultimately became the Makerspace as it stands today. But before the Makerspace as we know it was constructed, we started out offering 3D printing services and hosting maker programs in what we were calling the Creative Cafe. Some of our earliest 3D prints were done during this time. Take, for example, this architectural model. An interior designer had developed a large installation for a technology museum, and he wanted to use 3D printing to create a small prototype to see the idea fleshed out in real materials. This was one of the more involved and time-consuming prints we attempted, and certainly the most professional undertaking at the time. Here, you can see the original 3D models which were created in SketchUp. And here is the physical model being produced by our first 3D printer, the MakerBot Replicator 2. As the Makerspace continued, our 3D printing services became the clear favorite resource among our patrons. As of today, the Makerspace has facilitated over 108 3D prints, and altogether those projects amount to over 6,190 grams of filament. Library patrons print a variety of objects in the space, including but not limited to replacement parts, custom gifts, toys and figurines, prototypes for inventions, and costume accessories. During the first couple months of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of things changed. We had to temporarily limit on-site programming and rethink the way we offer services. We were continuing to accept online 3D print submissions, but we were also looking for ways to stay relevant and apply our resources towards the community. When it became apparent that 3D printing could help with COVID-19 relief, we looked for a way our library makerspace could contribute. Searching for other local makers to coordinate with, we found BHAM Support, an organized initiative actively coordinating efforts to 3D print much-needed PPE, or personal protective equipment. This was for doctors and medical personnel right here in the Birmingham metro area. Alongside other Alabama makerspaces, as well as individual makers, we were able to contribute to these efforts, 3D printing plastic headbands for the PPE. Thanks to all the volunteers and makers around Alabama, Support BHAM were ultimately able to donate thousands of pieces of personal protective equipment to UAB and Huntsville medical centers. Whether it's gifts, cosplay props, or for prototyping a personal invention, the library in the Forest Makerspace has been a place where patrons can flex their creativity and bring their ideas to light. Remember, if you have a 3D printing project you want to tackle, reach out to us through our website at vestavialibrary.org, and you can submit your 3D print files to us through our 3D printing page. We look forward to the future of the space, and we can't wait to see what you make next.